And we are live. What's up, beasties? It's me, it's Triple B, your friendly neighborhood bearded book beast. Welcome back to another episode of Beast Friends Forever. Woo! And we have an awesome show tonight. We're going to be talking about a book from my favorite author, The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. But it won't just be me talking. No. I've got not one, but two awesome guests. Two of my bestest beasties, not only on BookTube, but just in general, because these guys are awesome. And we've talked a lot, and I'm really looking forward to talking about this book, but mostly just looking forward to catching up with them. And you guys get to be here to hang out with us as well. So let me introduce them. First up, we have a man that's been on fire lately on BookTube. He's interviewing everyone and their mother and their father and their kids, everyone you can think of, he's interviewing. And he's a reading machine, as always. He puts us all to shame. But he's just so nice that, it makes you feel better. And I'm talking about the one and only Josh from Already Overbooked. What's up?
How's it going, buddy?
It's going good, man. Thanks for hanging out. I'm excited.
Me too, man. Me too. Hey, is your wife available for a live? We can talk about
and my kids.
And your kids.
Oh, man. All right. And we also are joined by one more special guest, someone that should have been on my channel a long time ago, but I still have not read that book that we talked about. I see him shaking his head backstage, but it's going to happen. I actually have a plan. I'll talk to him about in a minute here, but you may remember him from Novel Insights, but that channel is on pause. But if you were wondering if we had a small child on with us to talk, it's not. It's actually an adult. Not only an adult, but a doctor. So, me and Josh, we're not doctors. So we need someone that's got that doctor mentality, who's super smart to come on with us. So I'm talking about Dr. L. Logan. There he is. What's up, man?
Oh, man. What an intro.
I tell you.
Happy to be here and prove to you that anyone can get a doctorate. Anyone.
Not anybody, or we would have one. I don't know,
Hey.
Josh, do you have one? I guess I shouldn't assume.
You just gotta tolerate a lot of school. It has nothing to do with how much you really know.
Yeah, see, that's hard work, man. I've done enough school. I don't want to do anymore. All right, let me turn all these lights off so they don't die. All right. So, first question, I just want to know how everybody's doing. So, Josh, how are you doing? Why don't you introduce yourself and then just let us know how you're doing? How's life? How's the channel? How's all the things?
Yeah, so I'm Josh from Already Overbooked. I read books, mostly indie books this year, but I read traditional as well. I do a lot of author interviews, which is a lot of fun, meeting a lot of amazing people. But yeah, I read and talk about books or ramble about books. I feel like I do that more than just talk about them. Life's going good, man. Life's going good. It's can't complain. From a channel perspective, it's been a lot of fun. Exactly what I wanted it to be, slowly increasing. I'm getting my feet underneath me a little bit, kind of figuring out how I want to do things, which is fun, kind of goofing off a little bit more, which is cool. Getting added on to more socials. I'm on Instagram now.
I saw.
I haven't posted anything, but I'm there.
You're there.
I'm thinking about. I'm
That's
slowly
good.
getting there.
That's good.
So
all right.
I'm on the gram, so that's cool. So soon I'll start posting stuff. I'm trying to think something different. I don't want to be the same thing what I'm doing on YouTube. I kind of want to mix it up a little bit, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, that's it from a YouTube side. You said personal as well. Personal. Kids are going through sports stuff.
I was gonna say, how's all the sports stuff going?
It's baseball season, and it's been crazy. So I don't know if it's the same thing for you guys and your kids with sports. We got all the practice schedules. I have 0 game schedules, and I have no idea when they're going to be. So everything's at it's halted, and I'm like, I need to know what's happening so I can kind of plan my life around. And the coach is like, when I know, I'm like, so it could be this Saturday, and it could be 2 weeks out. So I don't know. We'll see.
Man. Yeah, that's no fun. It kind of helps to know, and I know you're a bit of a planner. I mean, anybody would want to know that, but
Yeah,
I know you like to be able to plan things out,
Mhm.
especially with between the channel and all your kids and work. And I mean,
Mhm.
it kind of sucks to not know.
Not know anything. So everything's
that's-
kind of halted until I get this baseball schedule, and then after that, hitting the ground running. I'm gonna be pestering everybody. So just everyone that's on, expect to start getting some calls from me once I figure out this schedule.
Well, I feel like I don't feel like you hit the ground running. You're always running. So right now you're just running in place.
Yeah.
You're on the treadmill right now.
Yeah.
But then you're
Yeah,
gonna
not going
step
anywhere.
off and just take off like the Flash.
Or I'm gonna fall on my face and slide backwards.
That too. That's fair.
Like
That's
it.
fair. Oh, Logan, same for you, man. How's life?
Yeah.
How you doing? Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the change in case anyone has been wondering where that handsome face has been.
Mhm.
Oh man, yeah. So, as my name says, Logan from Novel Insights. Novel Insights is a channel that I don't know. I think I had going for like a year and a half or so,
Mhm.
and then I just took it down. I'm in the process of introspection and kind of, I don't know, I want to call it rebranding, but just kind of figuring out ways to do what I actually want to do. The channel definitely was a good thing. I had a big transition in my life, and the channel kind of helped get me through it. And so now that I'm on this side of it, I was like, let me halt and see if I want to take it a new direction. So we'll see if I come back. I'm not sure. No promises. I made, I guess, since it went down, I guess I made one other appearance on Kevin's channel, Kevin Toll Reads, and kind of talked a little bit more about it. But yeah, so I still read. You know, I actually am reading Demon Copperhead right now.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Y'all read that?
No,
No,
but I know what you're
It's
talking
on my
about.
list. Yeah, it's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's really good.
Yeah, I heard it's
Anyway,
good.
just kind of mixing up my reads a little bit, and then also doing a lot more for work. So Josh, just to let you know, I'm the kind of coach who posts the schedule immediately because you know I feel for you parents. But yeah, coaching my son's soccer team, so I got a little bit of the kids in sports right now. Two of them are playing. I'm coaching the younger one, and so far we're 0-2. First game was 14-0. Second game was 4-0. But
progress.
But we almost scored, which got high fives from all the kids. The kid who shot it close to the goal. So I think we're a happy bunch. So.
Hey, yeah, you're creating the right vibe and environment. If they're haven't scored, but they're still high fiving, and it's like
high fiving for an inch away from the crossbar is pretty funny.
Oh, so close.
Yeah. Hey, that was a big deal.
Heck yeah, man.
That's what I'm doing.
All right. That's awesome. That sounds good. Well, let's shout out some lovely people in the chat that we've got here with us already. We got Grifkin here. He's going to be lurking. Let's see. So he did like the book. He's probably gone by now, but we'll see you in replay. Thanks for popping in, Grifkin. Appreciate it. Mark from the Book Lounge is here. We're happy to have you here, my friend. I got to be careful not lean off too far this way. Let's see. I almost said, Already Overbooked is here.
I made it.
JA is here. What's up, man? That's right. Let's see. Doctor. I don't know. Somebody smarter than me. Logan, think of a name for all three of us.
Oh gosh.
Wait, pause. Wait a minute.
We need
We got
Doctor.
the beardless, the kind of beard, and the full beard.
I like that. It could just be called 3 stages of beard.
Yeah.
Like that. Boom. Nice work. EL Montague's here. That's right. Thanks for being here, man. And Tim McKay, as I like to say, my one and only YouTube channel member. I appreciate you. And we got some other people in here that just haven't commented. Thanks for being here. If you're on replay, we appreciate you as well. We're here to talk about The Devils, which we all got and started reading right around release. So it's been a while. But as you could tell. We all have busy schedules and kids and all the things. So it just took till now to make it work. And somebody moved, across the country. That put a hold on things too. So I don't know who that was, but anyway. So let's start talking about The Devils. Just initial thoughts. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, and then talk maybe about a little bit about why. So Josh, let's start with you.
All right. So I'm going to start out. I love Joe Abercrombie. Love all of his works. He's a fantastic writer. I did not like this book at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't like any of it. It was okay. There's parts I liked. Obviously, it's Joe Abercrombie. The writing was good.
Yep.
The prose was good. The characters were cool. I did not like the story. I thought the pacing was too fast. It was a lot. I can go into more detail. I can rant, so I'm not going to go through and rant about it. But overall, I wasn't a huge fan. It was probably my least favorite Joe Abercrombie book. I'm probably not going to continue the series unless everyone says book 2 and book 3 is amazing. Then I'll go through and spend my money to go through and get it. But yeah, I think I'm done with The Devils. If he goes back to First Law, I'll probably jump back into that.
All right, we'll see how me and Logan feel. But
oh man,
saying he didn't think he could be so wrong.
That hurts, man. That hurts.
But so with your like review system, what would you rate the Devils?
Oh, I knew you were gonna ask me. Let me look real quick. I'll tell you.
Well, are you gonna put a review out after this? Okay. No. I don't want to ruin it for you if you were gonna.
No, I try not to review a book that I'm gonna bash too hard. I gave this a 6 out of 10. So
okay,
a 3 out of 5. Yeah.
Which you wouldn't have expected going in because I know you love First Law as much as I do. So
I thought it was going to be a 10. I was like, maybe a 9, maybe a little bit less than perfect. And it was not even close.
All right. Fair enough. All right, Logan, what about you? Now you tried the blade itself, right? A long time ago. No, I thought you started to, and then you were like, meh.
No, I didn't try the blade itself because the wait list was too long. I read Best Served Cold.
Oh, that's right. And I said, dude, you got to start with the blade itself. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
all right, so let us know your feelings.
So yeah, I read that one. That was probably the worst book I've ever read. I thought for sure.
Hold on, let me do a little side note here so that people know that Logan, his jam is like thrillers and things like that. He's not a big, huge fantasy reader. He does like some fantasy, but just so that everybody knows, because I have a feeling I know how he felt about this book. So go ahead.
Josh, I got you covered, buddy.
Appreciate it.
No, so yeah, Best Served Cold was arguably the worst book I've ever read. The worst book I've ever read that should have been good. I've read some bad books, but like they should have been bad. So I get that. And so I was like, okay, I know First Law is supposed to be really good. So I came into this book thinking, okay, this is probably better than Best Served Cold. Surely the characters are going to be a lot better. The plot, there's going to be a plot. I don't know what. I think I'm pretty confused on what the word prose means. If people thought this book had good prose, and then also there's other books where people thought had good prose. Like for example, I did read Tagana by Guy Gabriel Kay, and everyone says Guy Gabriel Kay's prose is great. And then I read Joe Abercrombie, and people say his prose is great, and I'm like, they are completely different. One's artistic and pretty, and spurs your imagination. One is. I mean, we use a scrambled sentence task is what we use, where it's like, you basically get words, you mix them around, but people can kind of still see what it should be. That's what I feel like Abercrombie is. Because, he'll say something along the lines of, let's see, let's get Brother Diaz was walking and tripped over a stone that looks somewhat smooth, but not exactly smooth, like a stone you might see at the bottom of a creek that had run for 10 years. And then, had a rush of wind come over it. Not the kind of wind that you would expect in a hurricane, but a wind that would be a nice gentle breeze, one that Brother Diaz realized reminded him of his mother. And it's like, what in the world? That's every other sentence. No, I'm not. I think Tagana was a great book, EL. Tagana was fantastic. It was one of my favorite in the genre. But
he was saying that was good, EL.
It was really, it was the prose in that was really, I get
good,
beautiful prose that's beautiful prose. Anyway, so I get lost sometimes in his, backstory of a rock on the path that they're walking. That being said, I expected it to be better than Best Served Cold. And by golly, by a nudge, it was better than Best Served Cold. But by a nudge, I did laugh a lot more in this one. There were some pretty good, funny, witty parts. Like whenever they forgot or they didn't have the princess. Yeah. And they're like, you're missing the princess. And he's like, oh, yeah, I did forget that one, didn't I? That was pretty, I laughed out loud. Yeah. So there's some funny parts. The plot to me did not make sense until the end. Everything before that, I was just like, what is going on? So I don't know what I rated it. I'd probably give it like a out of 5 if I did a rating system. I don't think I have it in here. Gosh, it's been a while. But I'd probably give it like somewhere in the middle. So it's not like a 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It's probably like a 3 or so for me. So yeah, that's my rating of it. Decent. Definitely not going to continue the series. Oh, I will say this. Based on Best Served Cold and the Devils, I'm not sure I can trust anybody to tell First Law. Because I've given Abercrombie twice, a chance twice, and I'm not sure that I
not every author's for every person.
What do you say?
I said not every author's hits for everybody.
No, but I tell you what, I did enjoy the book in parts, and so I don't think it's just the worst book in the world. It's maybe Abercrombie's not my jam, like you said.
Yeah.
But it wasn't awful. It wasn't like Best Served Cold. Best Served Cold I could hardly get through. But this one is, I was looking forward to some parts. Like I was kind of, feeling some parts of it. So I give it a middle of the road kind of rating.
That's good. That's better than I thought it would be for you. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I was worried it was just going to be a slog for you. So,
yeah.
All right. So for me, I'm gonna tell you guys, this is how I felt about the book. I loved it. Now, was it First Law? No. I was hoping I would get those same feels, but it wasn't First Law. It was different, and I definitely get everything you guys said. Like Josh, it was very fast paced, and I think what I love about First Law was that you have all this action in these battles, but you have a lot of time where the characters are just living and interacting, and you get that deep character development. But this was only one book, and I think, like on Talking Story, John, I think, hit the nail on the head. I think this was a different thing he was trying to do to try to, I think, make it into a movie. I think that there's some truth to that because it was very movie feel, like they just jumped from one thing to another. And like early on, I thought like when they were traveling by carriage and stuff, there was a lot of interaction between the characters and inner thoughts and monologue and stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is where he's going to build the characters. But then that was really it. Otherwise, it was like from one big thing to another, which was still fun. Like I had fun with it, but it wasn't First Law. But it also is only one book so far. So maybe he'll find his footing with it. We'll see. But I still love the characters, and he still found a way to sprinkle in some. But I wish there could have been more backstory and building up of the characters. But I still loved it. I still liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't give it all the First Law books. I gave a 5 out of 5, but this one would be a 4 out of 5. So better. I liked it better than you guys, but it still wasn't a perfect book. But I did have a lot of fun with it. So next question would be, yes, and he did succeed, EL, because it was optioned already. So, and I think that's what it felt like, a movie, like reading a movie to me. So who was your favorite of the Devils? Who would you guys say is your favorite? We've got Let me see.
We have the
Here.
the priest,
Let's see.
the knight.
Yeah,
Back
brother.
here we
Diaz.
got Brother Diaz and Alex.
Yeah.
Then we got
Diaz.
let's
Where's-
see. We got Rickard the vampire. We got Sonny the goblin, Balthasar the magician, not a sorcerer. We got Viga there, the werewolf. Baptiste, which we'll talk about some things. This is I'll talk about that later. I don't want to get into spoilers yet. But after reading it, when I was looking at this cover, there's some things on it that are foreshadowing a little bit. And then you got Jacob Thorne there in the middle. Yeah. So who was your guys' favorite?
I'm going to agree with EL. I thought Viga was awesome. I also liked Alex a lot. Yeah. I thought her character was hysterical. Yeah. She was very skeptical about everybody. She felt like a frightened little mouse in the corner, like, oh my goodness, I'm getting ready to be attacked. Like there was that one scene at the beginning when she was eating, and she was like, man, they're gonna find out soon I'm not the princess, and they're gonna throw me out, so I gotta eat as much as possible. And she was looking at the priest, she was like, I think they're gonna try to take advantage of me. I better start drinking more. And I'm like, well, this is hysterical. So like that scene, like the internal monologue of her head was quite hysterical. And then Brother Diaz, I had fun anytime I was in his head too. He was fun. But yeah, I mentioned before, I like the characters. I like the banter between them. If you would have just take the cast, stick them in a pub, and just have them tell stories, I would have loved the story. I would have loved it. Be like, hey, we're not leaving this pub. We're just going to tell stories of like, our past adventures we had. I'm like, this is fun. But the plot here is what was missing me out on it.
That's fair. Yeah. Logan, what about you? Who's your favorite?
Oh, let's see if y'all can guess who my favorite is.
Let me think. Man,
shouldn't be an easy guess.
No, because now I'm trying to think of who I wouldn't think at first was your favorite.
Go with that. Go with who you don't think it was.
I don't know all their names.
Was it? I don't know, man. Well, I feel like the least one that probably most people don't like as their favorite would be Baptiste. That's
probably, he might be my, I don't know. Those kind of all go together, but Sonny was my favorite.
I was gonna say Sonny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sonny was awesome.
Yeah, Sonny was just, I don't know. The discussions between Sonny and Alex were pretty good. And there's like a kind of a juxtaposition because Sonny was kind of the ethical side, but also soulless. Considered to have no soul, and so it's kind of, well, where did that come from? So I don't know. It's kind of a cool little play on that. I agree, EL. Yeah. Sonny did not get enough page time.
Yeah, EL is coming after us after everything we said. I didn't. Baptiste was awesome. I just meant when I looked at things and people have talked about their favorite, it's very rare for someone to say Baptiste was their favorite. That's what I meant.
Yeah. I actually like Jacob or Jacob, the cool. It was, I don't know, kind of neat. Toward the end too, the battles kind of that epic last
he was
part.
awesome. Yeah. I liked how he used, as the story went on, he would use his power of being able to not really die.
Yeah.
Especially with that sword duel, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. I mean, like that's why it was a 4 out of 5 for me, because some of that first Law stuff where he just has these clever little things that they say or do, how Logan always says the same things at this perfect time. Like there was just some of that in there still. That's what I like. But I do wish he could have done that more and it would have been even better. But there was a lot of characters I think that didn't get enough screen time or page time. Because you're following all of them and he hopped around, but there are definitely some that got more than others. That's for sure. All right. So my favorite would probably be, they were awesome characters. I definitely, Sonny was a highlight for me for sure. And And yes, I agree with you.
Mhm.
He's one of
Is
the
that
best.
from? Is that from First Law?
That's from the
First Law.
first 3 books. Yeah,
The
not
best.
he's not in
Someone
Best
named
Book
Logan.
at all.
I mean, I guess I have to read it.
Oh yeah, he's the Bloody Nine. He's my favorite
Mhm.
character in that for sure. I like Jacob a lot and Sonny, but I also liked I like Diaz a lot too. I liked them all, but those two are
Did
probably my favorite.
Did
Jacob.
any of y'all listen to the audiobook?
I did not. Was it the
Did both.
was it
Did
the
both.
same narrator from the First Law books, or was it somebody else?
It was the same guy. Yeah.
Oh, nice. He's
same,
great.
Same person from
Yeah.
the
That's
one that I
pretty
read
cool.
too, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So must be the
Yeah.
same person.
He's
Yeah.
good. Did he do like different voices for all of them?
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's good. He's really good. All right. So let's get into we'll get into some spoilery stuff in a second. But before we do that, I got to do my usual Beast Friends Forever stuff. So first, I got a couple dad jokes for you guys. I always got to do that. All right, so here we go. What's that?
Can we contribute too?
Oh yeah, if you got one.
All right.
If you got one. All right, here we go. So, oh my gosh, hold on. That one's terrible. I'm not doing that one. Okay. All right, here we go. So, what did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K, crystal clear 4K?
What did
HDMI.
Oh man,
Come on now. Come on.
that's good.
All right. Okay, this one. This one's bad, but it is funny because we're bros. I'm just gonna say it. All right. This one's a little bit racy for a dad joke, but here we go. Are you ready? This is more of like a light, dirty joke. All right. So I asked my wife if I was the only one she ever slept with. She said yes. The others were 7s and 8s. Oh man. All right, Logan, you got one?
Yeah, I got one.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Ooh.
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Yeah.
Nice.
The only other one I got is why don't skeletons fight each other?
Why?
Because they don't have the guts.
Nice.
I texted these to somebody, so I pulled up my text. I was like, I got to remember those.
That is good.
I got one.
All right.
What did one wall say to the other? I'll see you in the corner.
Nice. That is
These are all
true.
hits. These are all hits.
They're bangers.
Bam. All right, I got one more. I don't know if you guys heard this one. I said it in my interview with Ryan Skeffington because it was kind of a long form dad joke, and you don't hear those often. So,
Okay.
all right. So I went to the store. I bought 2 eggs, 1 apple, and 3 bananas. Okay. I go up to pay for this stuff. The cashier looks at the stuff I have, starts scanning it, and she says, "Oh, you must be single." And I go, looking at the stuff I got, I'm like, "How did you know?" And she says, "'Cause you're ugly." Oh, that one. I enjoyed that.
That's funny.
All right. So let's get into a little spoiler stuff here. So if you're watching this and you do not want anything to be spoiled, we're about to talk spoilers. So I'm going to count down from 3, and you should either mute it, and I'll give you a thumbs up when you can unmute it, or do something else and come back. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Spoiler time. All right. What did you guys think about how things wrapped up? Now, like I was talking about, I feel like this
It's like the
is
biggest.
a little foreshadowing right here.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Because this is Baptiste. Gosh, which direction do I go? And there's Viga. So what did you guys think about how it all wrapped up? Was there any twist that surprised you? Anything that you liked? Things that you disliked? How'd you feel about the end? Josh, you go first.
I don't remember the ending.
Well, remember that Baptiste got killed.
Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, I don't remember like.
So they all basically they saved the day, right?
Jail, right? They all just end up back in prison,
and then they all end up back in the prison.
Yeah,
and even though they oh gosh, I don't know how to say his name right. Like Balthazar. Like I have to have a lisp to say his name right.
Yeah.
Yes, it was for the story. It was still sad though. But so yeah, even him, like through the whole thing, he's trying to escape. He doesn't believe in anybody else. He finally like locks in. He believes in the people around him. He believes in the Pope or whatever. But then he still has to get those chains back on him, throw him back into the dungeon with the other ones. And then they're separated because now Brother Diaz, Father Diaz, and Alex are going to go do their thing. And then the devils are going to go back and wait for their next mission. And this, I feel like that's how it's going to have to be in this, because it's kind of a play on Suicide Squad. I feel, and Ziza or whatever her name is, that cardinal, she's basically Amanda Waller.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's
I remember the end. I guess I did remember the ending. I was like, there was no way that was just the ending. So I was like, I don't remember. Yeah. There had to be something before. No, that was it.
I mean, the very ending hinted at the next book with those two characters at the end that are in the carriage or whatever going. It's kind of like mirrors Diaz at the beginning going to the cathedral or whatever. So,
which I thought that scene was hysterical. I loved it. That he was rushing the whole way through, and he got there, and they said, "Oh, it's a festival. It's a daily festival. Like the meeting's not for another 2 hours." I was like, I love it. I cracked up laughing. I was like, I'm gonna love this book, and then it just went downhill from there.
Oh man, Logan, what about you? What'd you think about the ending?
Yeah. So the whole double cross and the prince-like guy that was basically planned it all and that kind of thing. Yeah, I thought that was, you got to get out of. I mean, honestly, I thought it was going nowhere at that time. I was like, where in the world is this going? And it didn't. I think that ending, or that I guess that turn, that twist of the events was. I think I might have described it sometime as, you right to that point, you're like, I don't know what to do now. I could do that. And I'm lazy. I don't want to think of another good way to do it. So I'll go with that. And you kind of do that. I mean, I always go throw a good double cross in there. It didn't feel like, it didn't really feel like the book really built up to that. And that was just kind of, what can I bring back? And so, and it does tie in. Don't get me wrong. It does tie in. It's a book. Yeah. It's obviously it passed lots of editors' desks. And so, people didn't say this doesn't make any sense. So it's tied together fine. It just, it's one of those, it's an ending that's like, okay. Or it's the change. I guess that's kind of like the twist toward the end. Where it's
he likes his swerves and his twists. So I knew there was something coming. I thought it was going to be somebody on the team, the direct team would end up doing something with that. But he's
on passion. I've been reading what he's been saying, and every time we say something, he's just like, "Love this book."
That is true. They did keep their word. I agree. That's why it was bummer that they had to go back into the snow, but you knew that.
Okay, but keeping your word. This you bring this up, and this is true of Abercrombie's 2 books that I've read. Okay, you said the devils kept their word, whatever. So a lot of his characters will keep their word, but keeping their word. Okay. So people call his characters morally gray. They're not. They're just straight up morally black characters. Because it's like saying, hey, I'm going to drop my child off to a child abuser at a child abuser's house and let my child stay there, but I'll be back to pick him up. So I kept my word. That's his characters.
That's an analogy.
So I don't love Abercrombie's characters. I just think that they're not morally gray, and I don't really think that they have a lot of redemptive qualities. Although Abercrombie likes to write in things that seem like they're redemptive, but it's not. They're not like redemptive arcs in other books. So that might be the grimdark, where the redemption is kind of like out of the ashes and kind of stays in the fire. But I think there were definitely times where you're like, hey, I'm glad that person came back.
So you probably picked the worst two Abercrombie books to get a feel for the morally gray thing, because in Best Served Cold, the main character, she can be kind of rough around the edges.
Yeah.
And then the Devils, he wasn't trying to take, a whole trilogy to do this redemptive arc. You see that a lot more in the first three books and the last three books.
Mm-hmm.
But that Best Served Cold, he was trying to write that as a standalone, but also bridge to the other books. So I get why it felt like that in that book.
That one, if I remember that one, they're just stabbing people left and right in the neck, like every.
Well, there's a lot of stabby and all.
That's all of them.
Yeah,
people are always.
It's a dark world.
Yeah, but no, I agree. The first three.
I triggered EL.
I'm there a little bit. I do like the people that do bad things, but you try to find good in them. That is very interesting.
I've read most of EL's books, so I can tell you he writes dark people too. But the difference, EL, between your stories that I've read and this one, there's a plot, and it makes sense. That's the big difference, man. That's why I loved your books and wasn't a huge fan of these.
Okay, but did you? Now, when you first read the Blade itself, did you feel like it had a plot?
A lot
of people say it doesn't.
I DNF'd it twice before I finished it the first time. So it took me about 2 years of going through and trying the book and be like, I want to figure out why everyone loves this book. And I was like, this is dumb. There's no plot. And then by the third time I pushed through it, and I was like, okay. And then the second book, I was like, oh, I'm obsessed. And then I've been binging it and loving it ever since.
That's what I feel like. I feel like this could be a lot like the Blade itself. He's introducing you to these characters, throwing them into situations that seem to have no direction, but eventually it might make sense.
Like I said, I didn't take it off the table that I'm not going to read the other book. I'm saying I'm not going to rush to buy it.
You're going to wait and see what people say.
I'm going to wait to see what the world's going to say, which I have opinion about this. I don't know if we want to talk about it now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So right before this, I went on Goodreads because I was like, am I the only person, or is it just me and like a handful of other people that don't like this book? So I went on Goodreads. There was so many 5-star reviews by BookTube people, other authors, and I'm like, man, am I the only one? And then I got to actual readers.
Yeah.
And everyone was agreeing. There was like, this is a 3, this is a 2, way lower than a 5, and they didn't love it. So I'm curious for the people who really gave it a 5, is because of your love for Joe Abercrombie, or is it really this book is a perfect book? I think we all have a lot of love for Joe, and was like, we'll give him grace, hoping it's going to get better. But if this wasn't an Abercrombie book, I would have DNF'd it and thrown it away a long time ago.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a combination. I think you're on the right track there. But then I also think some of the bad reviews are probably from people that hadn't read Abercrombie before. This book's hyped up. Abercrombie's hyped up. They're like, I'll start here because I don't want to read 9 books. And then they read this and they're like, meh. They're disappointed because of all the hype. I've seen that happen a lot in comments and reviews and all that kind of stuff. And EL said something I wanted to go back to for a second. I actually agree with you, EL. I think the Blade itself did have a plot, not as strong of a plot as books 2 and 3, but I feel like it did. Cinna's here. What's up, Cinna? Thanks for being here.
How's it going?
I can't hear.
Can't hear us. Well, EL can definitely hear us.
EL knows what we're saying.
So I know we're coming through. Keep working on it, Cinna. Hopefully you figure it out.
So
good. Now
I'm going to address something that EL mentioned up there, because EL said something along the lines of
5-star.
Oh wait, I can actually go up here. No.
Oh,
so yeah, they're awful, unredeemable, awful people. But said it's the beauty of bad people being morally consistent. Okay, So here's what. So I think you're right. There is something different about these characters than people like the true antagonists who are just evil for evil's sake. Okay, so if that's just like completely lacking morality, I got it. But here, the word morally is what I am a little more concerned with, because I think that they are consistent, but consistently immoral. So I don't know, because you can go out and be like, I'm going to consistently just make sure everyone dies around me. Like that's not just because there's consistency doesn't mean there's moral consistency. So I think they're consistent, but they're more like immorally consistent. But fair enough, very different than just like evil characters who are the actual antagonist people, who just want suffering and death for everybody. These characters don't have that element to them. They do have some level of community building and having each other's back. Okay, so I'll at least give EL that at least seems accurate in my read. Not the blade itself, the best served cold one, I was less convinced of that with those characters. Some of those characters were just like, this person looked at me wrong, or this person sneezed, but I thought it was maybe a comment in an offensive comic. Whoops, I probably shouldn't have done that. Moving on.
Oh, yes, this is what I was gonna say. They do, like, okay, think about let's take a look at the Devils, Logan. All right, so that they do kill a lot of people, but they do it whilst protecting one another and Alex, right? So that's their morally gray area. They see her life as being important, so they're going to protect her, right? So they're killing people.
One. I mean, I don't know. Sure, are they not killing someone who they need to use to get to some end of their own means to their own end? Sure, yeah, okay. You're still not convincing me.
That's where the morally gray comes in. You're doing the right thing for
really
the wrong
dark
reason,
gray. Really dark.
Wrong things for the right reason.
Really, really dark gray. Okay, I'll say that. It's morally
right.
really, really dark
gray. I'll take that. Slate
charcoal,
gray.
Gun metal gray.
Gun metal gray.
Do the knife sound again one more time, Logan.
The what?
Do the knife sound one more time. There you go.
That's good. That is good.
You mispronounced my name. Oh, you just have an accent. Probably shouldn't have killed that person.
Well, it's too late.
Moving on.
Oh man. Yeah. I get it.
But
all right,
again,
let's
mid 3 stars still. So
all right, I got a question. What do y'all think of the world building? How the world was set up, like a European alternative history? Did you think that was what are your thoughts on that?
I thought it was interesting because his other book, everything he created, on his own. It's not based in reality or anything. So it was interesting to me that these places and stuff were real places. So that was kind of cool, I thought. And I mean, I figured it was going to have something to do with religion and all that. When you're talking about the devils, like there's no way he wouldn't play with it. But yeah, early on it felt weird. I agree with EL. It felt a little weird in the beginning, especially because you're so used to the world of First Law. But then I feel like I got into the world. It felt alive, and I got used to it, and it was fine and good by the end. What about you guys?
Josh, say the question again.
So it was a European alternative history kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they had like Troy there. They had the Pope all at the same time. So I was just curious your thought on it. I thought it was fun. It reminded me of like I love urban fantasy. I think those are fun books because it's like, hey, I kind of know the world and I can kind of jump into what's happening. And that's what I felt with this book from a world perspective. It felt like an urban fantasy with high fantasy characters. And that's what it felt like. So I was like, okay, this is something different and a lot of fun. Which is something I really enjoyed that aspect of the story was the world itself. I was like, I'm intrigued on how the world is set up.
Yeah. That it does feel kind of like, medieval, Catholicism or Church of England kind of thing. I think, if you're writing a book that is going to deal with some of this stuff, and especially if you want a religious character, then you're going to have to draw on that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anytime you pull something major like a system of beliefs, because Diaz talks about it constantly. That's one of his like inner battles is like his appointment versus his obligations and that kind of stuff. I think just if you add that to your story, it's going to let you be so much more creative with what you can draw in and bring in and that kind of thing. So I didn't have like a I loved it aspect. I didn't have I hated it aspect either. It just was okay. Bring it in.
Yep. It's good. All right. Let's take a break from talking about the Devils so that EL stop yelling at us. And let's play a little game. So you guys, well, I know Josh, you've done this. Gosh, I'm not used to this small sliver of space over here. 1 minute mysteries. So you guys both get to solve this one together.
I'm not good at these, Logan. This is on you, buddy.
All right. So I got 3 cards here.
Type all day.
1, 2, or 3. What do we pick, guys? Do you want to pick number 1, number 2, or number 3?
I don't know. Josh, you're in the middle, so you'd be number. Okay. 1.
1?
Yeah.
1.
All right.
Let's go 1.
Ooh, here we go.
Go with your gut.
All right. So I'll read the case, and then I'll ask what the mystery is. And then there are some clues I can give you guys if you want them. The chat can also shout out what they think the answer is. Let's see if you guys can solve this. All right. Here's the case. Anthony's wife has not been speaking to him lately. Anthony comes home early from work and sees an unfamiliar car in the driveway. He anxiously opens the door and finds his wife with another man. He's startled, but then he says nothing and goes and fixes himself a snack. So who is the man, and why hasn't his wife, Anthony's wife, been speaking to him?
Because he's dead.
He's
Nice.
not dead. That's a good thought, though. He is alive.
I was thinking the Sixth Sense. I was like, that's
She's
what's
had a
happening.
stroke.
I know.
and it's his doctor.
That is good. What's that?
I said she had a stroke and it's his doctor.
Ooh, you are very, very close. Very, very close.
That sounds like I got
It is a doctor. It is a doctor. She doesn't have a stroke, though. So what do you think could be wrong with her if the doctor's there? She hasn't been speaking to him. Oh, gosh, John.
I know. I just read what John said. I was like, I don't think that's right, John. I don't think that's right, buddy. Good guess, bro. Good guess. Very close.
Oh man, why not? She's speaking because not a stroke. She's say the very first part again.
Has not been speaking to him lately. The rest of it you got.
Yeah,
That it's a doctor.
lately.
So what could cause someone to not be able to speak?
I don't know, jaw surgery, mouth wired shut. Stroke's the main thing I got.
I know that's pretty good. It's less serious.
Okay.
It says Anthony's wife has been sick for a few days.
Okay.
And Anthony's hoping the man will get his wife to talk to him again. All the other clues were for the doctor.
Okay. So I guess like lost voice, laryngitis. Yeah, laryngitis.
Yeah, there you go. Sin has got
Pin up for the win.
Nicely done, guys. Yep. Laryngitis. And it's a doctor. Well done.
Dr. Logan got it. Good job, Doc.
Boom.
Nailed it. I'm not even that kind of doctor. I'm like a
I'm not
pseudo
even
doctor.
that kind of doctor. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. All right. So let's talk
Send it
for a
to the
minute. What is everybody reading right now? What have you been reading lately? Either one of you, Josh
yeah.
or Logan. Who wants to go first?
I got Demon Copperhead, Pulitzer Prize winner.
Yeah.
Barbara
King
something.
Stalver? Slayer? What is it? I'm thinking of
Solver.
fantasy thing. Solver. Yeah, there we go.
Solver, yeah. So I'm, I don't know, almost halfway through it, and fantastic book. It's definitely, if I come back and start making some videos, it's definitely one that's going to go to it. There's tons in there. It's just a heart-wrenching story, but underdog you kind of root for. Underdog in life. It's really bad. Kid basically grows up poor with like an abusive stepdad, a mother that's got a substance use problem. Yeah, Appalachian book. So yeah, it's grew up in a hollow. Holler, and and just goes through the system, and it's just kind of charting his progress in his life as that stuff happens. And it's just, it's really good, really rich in culture and in society, and in kind of the inner dialogue of a child becomes he's a teenager right now. So I don't know if it gets to the point where he's an adult, but awesome book so far.
Nice. All right, Josh, what are you reading?
I'm reading Midwestern Gothic by the great Scott Thomas. This has 4 novellas, all based in the same Kill Creek area. So his previous book from 2017 was Kill Creek. It was a great horror story. This one has 4 novellas based around that area. And the first one is called The Door in the Field. And this one's about a construction worker who's having a bad day. So far, within the first hour of his first hour, he got fired from his job for fighting a coworker because some chaos happened. So now he's getting ready to go to the bar and start drinking. So that's where I am with the book, and I'm like, this is going to be a bad day for you, buddy. So yeah, he's young. He's like in his 20s, like young 20s, and he just got fired. Yeah, construction job. So he's just been doing that all day. It's 4, almost 5 o'clock, and he's about to go drink his sorrows away and try not to fight. So we'll see what happens.
He's probably gonna fight again.
He's gonna fight. I guarantee. There's gonna be some killing in here. So it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. So it's gonna be fun. So that's what I'm going through and reading.
Is that a bind up? Is all 4 novellas in that one book? Oh, I like when they do that.
All 4 in this one, and then I'm interviewing the author next Wednesday. So I have from now to
an indie book.
Huh?
Is that an indie book?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
It's with a publishing house?
It's a publishing house, yeah. It's
cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see on the Google.
That's fine.
Oh, the Google.
On the Google.
The Googs.
Senna's reading Black Wind. Did you read that one, Josh? Because that's by F. Paul Wilson. That's part of the bigger Repairman Jack story, like in the past. It doesn't really connect too much to Repairman Jack, except for one of the characters from Black Wind ends up being one of his clients in one of the Repairman Jack books when he's older. So that's a really good book, though.
That's from the Secret History parts. Yeah, I have not read that one yet. No, that's on the list. And I love that series, man. I'm so happy you were pestering me about reading these books.
Yeah.
It was like, have you read the book yet? Have you gone? I'm like, fine, I'll pick up the first one. I was like, all right, I'm obsessed now. I'm obsessed. I love it. It's so much fun.
Yes. Logan, I think you'd like them too, man.
The Repairman Jack book?
Yeah.
I know. You told me about them. If I ever come across one, I'll get it. Like I got the Dresden Files first book because you kept talking about it. If I ever see the Repairman Jack book, I'll grab it. I don't know. What's the first one called? Repairman Jack?
It's called The Tomb.
The Tomb.
Yep. Yeah, it's basically like Orphan X, but with a little supernatural flair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I might try to pick it up.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
ready.
pretty good. Good stuff. Let's see. EL's reading Sword of Kaigan.
Oh,
I
I
haven't
hear
read that
amazing
one yet.
things about that book.
Yeah, me too. I've heard it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
That one's been making its rounds, hadn't it? Or at least it
that one
was.
gets talked about a lot. And then Sandman Slim, that's a fun one. I read the first one. I haven't read any more of them yet, but
What'd you say?
that's
Earthworm
another
Jim?
urban fantasy. Sandman Slim.
Oh, that's a little different than Earthworm Jim. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I love that game back in the day. Earthworm Jim. That was a good game. Yeah.
What are you reading, Chris? What's on your
Man. What are you into?
So I am finishing up Unbound by Michael R. Miller, which is book 2 of Songs of Chaos. This Blind Dragon. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying that. But then let's see, where's it at here? I'm finishing up Tales of the Sun Eater Volume 2, which are in this thing, so that I can read this bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Book 4 and Sun Eater. Have you read Empire of Silence? Right?
I've
John?
read the first 3.
You read the first. So you're up to where I am.
Mm-hmm.
I've read through Demon in White. Now, when are you going to do Kingdoms of Death?
I need a break. They were
Have you read
fantastic.
them all close together?
They were month back to back.
I
need a pause. They were fantastic. I just don't want to push myself through because I'm not going to like it as much.
Yes,
so
I did the same thing. Yep, I read Demon in White I think I read it in March or April, and I kind of took a break. So now I'm reading the short stories slowly, and then I'll start that probably next month, maybe, probably.
Are you going to the that big event that he's doing?
I was planning on it, but I was thinking that you could just show up and you'd have to pay extra for to be really close or whatever, or get things signed. But just to even go, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. It's close to me, so I want to go but I might just talk to the people that see who's going that I know from BookTube, and then meet up with them somewhere after or something. Because I don't know if I can justify a couple $100.
No,
it's just I can't do it.
I was planning on driving up there. I was like, I'm gonna drive up there. It's a few hours away. I'm gonna go. And then I saw the price, and I was like, nah, it's not a lot.
Hey, you should drive up here anyway. You and me will hang out while everyone else spends their $200. Then we'll meet up with them after.
That'll be good.
Where'd you move to?
North Carolina. So I'm in
East Coast.
About an hour west of Charlotte.
Okay.
Kind of closer to South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the west side of North Carolina. I
worked for a summer in Concord, and we had a guy from South Carolina that drove up to work every day.
Oh yeah. That's a pretty good haul.
Yeah. Well, he needed the job.
I'm not too far over where I am, but to go there, that's pretty far.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you moved from Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I caught the cross country comment. I was like, where did you go from Michigan? But
yeah, it's about it's like a 14. I mean, Google Maps says it's a 14-hour drive, but when you have kids, it's more like a 20-hour drive.
Yeah.
The old 1.5 multiplier.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it goes. Oh man, Gap Cycle. Have you guys heard of that one?
That one's on my list. That one's just there's a lot of books.
Okay, let me ask y'all this, since y'all read these kinds of books and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you deal with series? Because that is such a big part of fantasy, and I don't know about sci-fi. Sci-fi seems like it's a whole lot of single books, but anyway.
Yeah, there's some, but yeah, fantasy is definitely. It used to be a lot of trilogies, but now it does seem like it's more like 4, 5, 6.
So even with trilogies, because I get the difference. I know there's a difference, of course, but I also think to me that's a series too.
Well, they're bigger books. Like a thriller series like Orphan X, or even urban fantasy like Repairman Jack. You're talking, $300. No, gosh dang it, 300 pages.
Yeah, it was like $300. I was like, man, I'm on book 10. I'm way behind.
300 pages. So like you can blow through them, you know, like
Yeah.
the Dresden File books, especially the early ones, are really short and quick reads. But you're
Yeah.
talking about fantasy, you're talking about 6, 7, 800-page books or more. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so even though it's a trilogy, it's still like 10 books.
Well, and you also like series that are the first trilogy and then the second
Right.
trilogy.
And then
it's
sequel.
9
Yeah.
books, but I got you.
Yeah.
So whenever you read the first book, like, have you ever read the first book of a series and you're like, that was a great book, I'm just not going to keep going because that was good enough for me?
Yeah.
All the time.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
all the
So
time.
you can read book ones as kind of standalones that are like, do I want to go on? Do I not?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Or you can just be like, you know, that was good. I'll get back to it someday, maybe, you know. Because there's just so much to read.
I know. That's what I was saying is how do you know which ones to do?
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's changed a little. Josh, you can speak to this too, since I started doing this, because used to, like, if I read a book one and I really liked it, then I would just binge the whole series. But now, because there's, you know, indie authors that there's stuff I want to read from them, or there's review copies I want to read, or, you know, if you don't want people to get bored because you're just reading the same series for 3 months straight or something. So you try to mix it up and spread them out and all that stuff. Where before I had to worry about anybody knowing what I read, I just binged stuff if I loved it. You know, I'd read, you know, Repairman Jack for 6 months straight or whatever. But so it is a little different now. I do try to spread it out. You do the same, Josh?
Yeah, I do the exact same thing. Because before, when I read Red Rising, I was like, all right, well, this is my life now until I'm caught up.
Yep.
And same thing with Dresden Files. I was like, all right,
Yep.
well, this is my life now.
Yep.
But yeah, since BookTube gotten on here, it's like, I'll read book one. I might go to book two if I really like it. And then, you know, or if I'm doing a buddy read. Because the only reason I got to with Crystal Rocchio's book, I did back to back because I was doing a buddy read with Rowdy. And then I was like, we got the book there. I was like, dude, I need a break. And like, we need to pause this. And then, so yeah, I'm just, it has to blow me out of the water for me to go, I need to continue. And that's kind of how Repairman Jack, or the, what's it called? Not Repairman Jack. What's the full series called?
Secret Histories. You're talking
about?
Adversary Cycle.
Adversary Cycle, yeah. The Adversary Cycle thing. Like, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
So I read one book a month of those. And Chris said they're 300 pages. So
they're such a quick read.
Give me 2 days, I'm done.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Those are popcorn reads. After reading some of these chonky boys.
Yeah.
So what about? Oh, go ahead, Logan.
I think that last comment's something that's practiced, because, I mean, 300 books is like 300 books. I'm doing, you did $300.
I'm not the only one.
300 page, like 300 to 500 pages. I mean, that's a good sized book to me.
Oh yeah.
Under
300, 300 tops.
Yeah.
They're more like 200 some. You know.
Yeah, those still aren't 2 days for me, and not if it's physical copy. Audiobooks I can blow through like quick because I have such a long drive. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I'm not practiced and well versed in 800, 900 page books. So in fact, I don't think I've read anything over like 600 pages. Whatever Tagana was, that was my largest book. That's something around there.
That's still 600 pages is still a lot.
Yeah,
even after reading some long ones.
But I have Battlefield Earth on as one of my. I got it for free. I was like, I kind of want to read this, but then I was like, wait a second, is this like the text for, you know, Scientology or whatever L. Ron Hubbard created? And anyway, so I still have that book. That's a gigantic one. But I'm wondering, because there's so many series out there, and they could definitely take up your TBR for like the next 3 months. How do you manage that? Because some of the thriller series that are forever long. So like we talked about.
I was gonna say, what do you do for series? Like, because I know you caught up on Orphan X quick.
So I binged that one.
Yeah,
I binged that one because Josh was like, y'all were like, the new one comes out. I think you brought it up, and you're like, we should do something about it. And I was like, I haven't read those yet. And I said, but give me 3 months, I can do that in audiobook. So I just blew through the first 8 or 9, however many there were.
Those are so good too.
And so a lot of the crime thriller series books are going to be like, what's the one of the ones that people know quite a bit, like Jack Reacher books. That's the ones that most people know. You can pick that up anywhere.
Oh yeah.
I read like a dozen of them before I ever read the first one.
Mm-hmm.
They're just they're quick, and there's no sequence. There's some, some information that will benefit you if you know it, but a little bit. Whereas, for example, if you read like the second book in the Mistborn series, you kind of need the first one,
right? Yeah.
So
that's true.
I just was wondering how you navigate that. For me, it's really easy in my area, and I've done a lot more standalone books now. I do a lot less series, but I didn't know how y'all handle that.
I'll do like if it's a one I really like Josh was talking about with the Repairman Jack books, I'll do one per month till I'm caught up, and then do other things, mix in some standalones or novellas or something else. But yeah, I don't usually read them like back to back within the same month. I spread them out at least month to month, or maybe every other month. Or if it's one that I'm not like itching and dying to pick up book 2, I'll just push it down the road till a few months or whatever. But it's tough. It's hard because there's just, and that's being in this sphere. No matter what kind of genre, like you find out about more and more and more and more and more books you want to read. It just adds to it, and then it makes you feel a little stressed. Like, oh, I want to read this series and this one, and they're all so long. How am I going to ever have time? And the truth is, we won't. There'll be things we never get to, which sucks.
I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best, though.
That's right.
It's a challenge. Right. It's a challenge. But yeah, no, it's the same thing for me. It's I usually every other month as I try to pick up a book too. But next year I'm thinking that's going to be my year. I'm going to set a goal. I'm actually going to finish series, because this year it's only going to be Repairman Jack. Out of all the series I started and I've already read, Repairman Jack's going to be the only one I'm going to finish. And I'm like, man, I need to step up my game and actually start reading book 2 and book 3. There's bigger books. I've not. What's Ryan Cowhill's series called?
Oh yeah, I want to read that too. The
I know
Bound and Broken.
The Bound, yeah. I want to read those. I keep hearing amazing things about it.
Yeah.
So
I read the first one. It was really good. Yeah.
Those are some thick boys. So
they get bigger and bigger.
And they get they're thick. Yeah. And I'm like, man, that's insane. A commitment. And people are like, they're so good. I'm like, I hear you, but
I know, because they say they read fast, but it's like over 1,000 pages. I don't care how fast it reads. That's still over 1,000 pages.
Yeah, but if you do, people who read like the classics and read a lot of classic literature will, they'll read big books, but like Moby Dick or what's that? Count of Monte Cristo and stuff. But you're finished at the end. That's not one of 6.
That's true. That is very true.
So I don't know. Maybe there's something maybe there's something intimidating about you're on book 2 and you're like, okay, I know that I got these 900 pages, but then after that, I have like 3,200 more pages.
Right.
There's a truth to that for sure.
I would be so intimidated. I'd be like, I'm just not starting it.
I know.
That's where I am. There's so many series. I'm like, how many books?
I know.
Now I'm gonna go read this indie book over here that they're on book 2. They're writing book 3. So I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. I'll read these. It's just I don't know, picking and choosing, because I want to read. I think you see it above my head here. The Janie book. Yes. I want to read all of them. I have them. Yeah. They're right there. I can read them all right now. But it's like that's also a commitment.
Yep, those are dense. Yeah,
those are. Yeah, now you can't binge those. Everything I hear, they're like, these are like very well written stories. You have to pay attention to. So it's like, I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. But it's just I got to make a commitment.
I know, it's tough.
Chris, you did a video, I think, where you were like, here's all the series I started but haven't finished.
Yeah.
I don't think you had enough time to do
or something. That's crazy.
It was like 15 and 19 or 20 something series you're in
it was more than that. It was like 60.
It was like 60?
Yeah.
I must have stopped watching.
Yeah, you probably did.
This is overwhelming.
It was crazy. Cinna's dropping some stuff here. Finished 23 last year.
She's a machine.
I don't know if I've finished 23 series in my life. I'm so bad at hopping around. Oh, that's crazy. She also, I don't know if you saw this comment. She said she was cast in Battlefield Earth until the movie lost its funding. Could have been. I didn't know that, Cinna. That's pretty sweet.
Who are you cast as?
Yeah, who are you cast as? Let us know. And then Sam is here from I Sam Wise. What's up, man? So quick recap. for Sam, or if you forgot, or if anyone else just popped in here. So we talked about the Devils. Now we've just kind of been shooting the shite, talking about bookish stuff in life. But I really like the Devils. It was not a perfect 5 out of 5 for me, but I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. It was a 4 out of 5 for me. And then Josh and Logan was like a 3 out of 5. It was disappointing, but not terrible. They still enjoyed parts of it. So that's kind of where we were at. If you're wondering about the Devils, Sam.
By the way, I will admit Josh's scale, his rating scale, I just divided it by 2. I didn't really have a rating on the book. I was just like, I'm going to not go higher or lower with Josh. I'm going to stick right with it. So 6 out of 10, 3 out of 5.
See, I don't like using half. I don't like halves. I don't like people like, I'll give it a 3.5. I'm like, let's just change the scale.
I know. Yeah.
Like just say a 7.
Oh yeah, I know.
It sounds better. I think it sounds better.
Unless it does. Unless you like really like have some kind of system where you break it down. I don't know how they come up with the decimals. Like they'll be like, it was like a 4.25. I'm like, how did you get that?
Cue Kevin, wherever Kevin is, he's got a decimal system.
Yeah. See, I do 1 star per in like 5 categories. So like if it's a half star or a quarter of a star, that'll add up, and you could get that, but not like, I don't know. Sometimes people just say it off the top of their head. It's like a 3.75. Like what? Like you said, what don't you mean a 3 or a 4?
So when you rate your books, you actually go with, all right, this is interesting. I just go by my gut, how I feel when I'm done the book. I'm like,
that's what I used to do.
And I compare it to the other books I read. I'm like, is it better than this? Nah. Is it worse than this? Nah.
I think that's good.
You are now a 6. Congratulations. You fall in these book categories that I went through and read.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good way to do it. Yeah, I do like characters. Is it a 0 star, a quarter star, half star, and then when I get to the end, I add them all up together for the final rating.
Did y'all ever see Homestar Runner when it was on homestarrunner.com?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it was like how long ago was this?
What's up, Shane?
Hopefully anyone watching, if they want to, they can go look up Homestar Runner videos on YouTube now. Before YouTube, Homestar Runner had its own page, and it's basically this toon world that's this team creates and writes these toon videos, like these toon sketches. And so it's cartoons. It's his own little cartoon world. And there's one, you should look it up. It's called, you should type it like Homestar Runner Pumpkin Carnival. So like pumpkin carving, but carnival. And the rating scale that I would use if I use one is how he rates the places in the pumpkin cartoon.
Okay.
He's like last place, worst place, good place.
I like it.
And so I was like, if I'm thinking of ratings, I'm like, I need to take that one. But yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff. There's a list of skits, like a whole bunch of skits called Strong Bad Emails, and it's like the main antagonist guy who's this. He looks like it looks like he's like a wrestling mask, okay, with no shirt on, with black pants and boxing gloves for hands. And that's all he is. And he reads emails, and they're really quite comedic. But from what I remember, I haven't watched them in years and years.
That does sound pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It looks kind of funny.
It takes you back. So this is pretty. Let's see. We would have been, because I know y'all's ages. So, middle school, give or take 2-3 years.
Okay.
So maybe high school.
Yeah.
But it would have been around that time.
2000?
So still, huh?
It says late 90, like 99, 2000s is when it.
Early 2000s is what I remember it from. But yeah, late 90s might be right too.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's right around, I guess, when I'd be in junior high. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Well, it might have been like just my area knew about it.
Yeah.
But it was, I'm sure other people did. Someone
sure.
had to have heard of homestarrunner.com. That's crazy.
I'm sure a lot of people did.
Anyway, you should check it out. Josh, you can definitely go down a rabbit hole on that one. It's pretty funny.
I have it up. It's right here. So I'm going to definitely check out afterward.
And some stuff's family friendly. So it's not crude humor. It's mostly like stupid, funny humor. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I had to grab. I just saw Greg G.J. Terrell just popped in. He's the author of this book. If anybody,
nice.
Very good book. A chair's sinking. It does that sometimes. It'll just all of a sudden start going down. Now it's doing it again.
I see that.
We'll just stay here. GJ loved the Devils. See, he knows what I'm talking about. What do you got in that cup, Logan? Just some water? Or you got something fun in there?
HEB, sweetened, tropical.
Ooh.
0 cal. No, man, I'm dry. I don't drink anything fun in my drinks.
You're straight edge.
Straight edge. That's right. Straight edge. Straight edge from the early 2000s.
Yeah. I'm drinking a Mountain Dew 0 sugar, so I am also straight edge. Josh, he's being quiet.
This is water. It's just water.
I don't know now.
No, it's just water. I'm disappointed it's just water, but it's just water. No, I'm trying to be good. I got my 10-year anniversary coming up, so I'm trying to lose a few lbs before we go to Phoenix. We're going to Phoenix.
Okay.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's actually water, Shane. Don't judge me, buddy. It's actually water. I just don't want it. I don't want it to be water. That's the part that face.
So how does that tie into the 10-year anniversary?
Well, he doesn't want to drink anything. Yeah, he's trying to lose some pounds so he can look good in the bathing.
Not drinking to help lose weight. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
10-year anniversary shape.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I was thinking you looked a little better. I was thinking you're looking like
I'm trying to trim it up a little bit, trying to lose just one or two. Just one or two. I'm not asking for too much. Trying to be good. But yeah, should be fun. First time going to Phoenix, so it should be interesting.
Where they just got like demolished by a dust storm. Did you see that?
Nope.
It's awesome. You should see. Like, it looks crazy. It looks straight out of The Mummy. It's
really
crazy. Yeah.
It was that bad? I read about it, but I didn't see pictures.
Yeah, it's that bad. And they have a time lapse on it. It was
dang,
pretty
I'll have to
awesome.
look it up.
I think that was Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Doesn't it look like The Mummy?
It looks intense. Yeah. It looks intense.
That's crazy.
But I think it blew through. I think you're all right.
You'll be fine. It's good.
Yeah. So I don't think like any ancient Egyptian history is going to come.
I love that movie, man. So Brendan Fraser shows up. I'm all for it.
Not Tom Cruise?
No, not Tom Cruise. That was terrible. That was terrible. No, this looks intense. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Cinna knows. Haboob. It's what it's the thing's called or whatever.
I'm gonna share my screen real quick. I want you to see this.
Yeah.
See if I don't break it.
Are you allowed to share?
You should be able to. Yeah.
All right.
Wait.
We still see you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. It up there.
Maybe
I
have to say add to the stage. There we go.
Commander and Chris.
That looks straight out of The Mummy.
Dang, it does. That's terrifying.
Look at that.
That freaks me out.
Like, seriously. And then there's the airport. Look at this.
Yeah, that was what I saw. There's a video of it where it comes and just demolishes it.
Yeah, that's like
it's crazy.
Armageddon looking. Like I'd be freaking out if I saw that.
Right?
There we go, Shane. He needs elderly Brendan Fraser to show up.
Hey, we got one Tom Cruise fan. Cinna like Tom Cruise in the movie.
Oh, Cinna. Tom Cruise has his moments, I guess. I don't know about that one.
Plays the Mummy. Plays Jack Reacher.
What's that one where he does all the running? Oh, all of them. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Every single movie.
That is fair. Does
he run from the Death Storm? I can't remember.
I'm sure he outran it. Then he punched it in the face.
There is a face that comes out of it, though.
Yeah.
So let's see. Yeah. Boom.
Oh, man. I want to watch the first one over again. Those are fun.
I think I've mentioned this before. My brother doesn't like Tom Cruise movies because he's not a believable person who can beat other people up. I can't watch his movies because it just is not believable.
That's fair. I definitely like the Jack Reacher show more than I did the movies.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
such a good casting. More what you imagine when you're reading the books, for sure.
For sure.
Tom Cruise.
Although he's a lot prettier than the actual Jack Reacher in the books.
That's also true.
Yeah. Alan Richter is like, he's a good looking dude.
He's a good looking dude. Yeah.
Jack Reacher in the books he's a mess. Like, he's called Sasquatch and stuff.
Yeah. So. That is true. But he still gets the girl in every book, though.
It's true. That's true. Somehow. So maybe he does have some beauty to him.
Something under all that Sasquatchishness.
Maybe he combs it all of a sudden.
Yeah. Just combs it away. Oh man. All right.
Have y'all seen all the Reachers? Have y'all seen all?
Yeah. I'm 3 seasons now, right? Seasons. Yeah, I'm caught up. How about you, Logan? You caught up too?
Yeah. Kevin and I did a video where we talked about the seasons plus the books they're related to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice.
So I called the second season. The second season I just read Bad Luck and Trouble, and I was like, this would be a fantastic adaptation. Oh, really? Uh-huh. They missed some of my favorite parts, but overall still good. But yeah, good adaptation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I liked the third season. It was one of my favorite books of the Reacher series. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
So that one I had also, that was on my list to read whenever. In fact, I think I actually had read that one also right before they announced it. And I thought, this would actually be pretty good. They did some things, like there's a character completely missing in the show. And so, the kid's mom is never in the show. It's just him and his dad. But the mom was kind of a main character in the book. I thought it was pretty good. And I thought it was really good because it was gun running and that kind of stuff. It's really good, a lot to work with. Yeah. And then also the beach scenes were pretty cool because I was wondering, I was like, how's that going to look?
Imagine Tom in Fast and Furious movie, Shane, always with the zings. Who's the short guy? You can try.
Hey, Vin Diesel isn't that tall.
That's true. They make him look taller than he is. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He's not as short as Tom, though.
No, you're right. I actually like Tom Cruise movies.
I mean, I've watched them all. I enjoyed them.
I don't think I've watched Vanilla Sky. Any in that one?
Okay. How tall?
All right. Sure, I think he is.
Without looking it up, I just looked it up.
How tall he is?
How tall is Vin Diesel compared to Tom Cruise?
I think Tom Cruise is like 5'6" or 7, and Vin Diesel's 5'8".
Vin Diesel's 6 foot.
I was gonna say he's. I think he's 6 foot.
Yeah.
Really? I thought he was shorter than that, huh?
No, I mean, Tom Cruise is 5'7" though. He's a little man.
Yeah, I kind of remembered that, but I thought Vin Diesel was a lot shorter. Huh? Okay.
I mean, when you think about like for a movie star, especially an action hero, you think of more like mid sixes, like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". So 6 foot is a little bit shorter for a action hero.
Look up how tall Paul Walker is. Is he also like right around 6 foot? Because I get how you have to make Vin Diesel look bigger to fight The Rock. Okay, I get that, but he's always standing next to Paul Walker, 60. Okay, so they can pass off as pretty similar in height.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 5'7", like
that's pretty short.
That's an inch taller than me. Okay.
No, it's not. You're 5'6".
I'm probably close to 5'7", but I don't
really. Oh, I figured you were taller than me. You look tall in your videos.
I don't know why. I'm
camera angle.
Not.
Yeah,
camera angles. That's probably why I like Tom Cruise movies. Like finally, short guy.
My people. This is my people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 5'10", but if I spike my hair up just enough, I can say I'm 6 foot.
Hey man, that's a big spike.
It is. I got to grow my hair out.
I am not 6'4". I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1".
Nice.
Taller than Vin.
That's right. There you go.
I looked up The Rock. I was like, am I as tall as I'm not? The Rock's 6'5". I was like, I'm a child compared to him. Do you like Tom Cruise?
Shane's got it all right now.
I don't even give myself that. I have like just half-inch regular old soles. I don't even wear the cool shoes that make me taller.
There you go. You can't beat that.
Stay short, live the short lifestyle.
So since this is a Beast Friends Forever, I've got to ask you guys a few questions so that we can get to know you a little bit more outside of BookTube, because it's what we do, and we're coming to the end here soon. So I've got a few questions for you. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
All right. We'll start off with something not too crazy. So first question is, what's your favorite color? Josh, you go first.
Blue. We'll go with blue.
It's a good answer. Good answer. Logan, you?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like I probably have like the most blue clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I always like growing up, I always liked the way red and black went together.
Oh yeah. It's a
Like
good
your
look.
chair.
Yeah, I was gonna say like my chair. Yeah.
I like red and
good.
black. But yeah, blue also.
Okay. All right. That's fair. All right. Favorite food. If you guys were going out to eat and you got to pick anything you wanted, what's the one thing you're gonna get? Favorite food.
Donuts.
No one's ever said that. That's good. Donuts. All right. What kind of donut though?
Glaze. Donuts are a vice. If I'm in or around donuts and I don't have self-control, I'll eat as many as I can. I don't care how I feel afterward. I feel great usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, just glazed donuts. If I'm really, I do like cream filled. So if it's like a maple covered cream filled,
oh, watch out.
Man. So donuts.
All right. That's a good answer. All right. Josh, what about you?
I'm a big seafood fan. So pretty much like anything that comes from the sea, like fish,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm all for it. That's what I like.
Oh yeah. That's
Leviathan.
good.
Sushi's good. Sushi's good, yeah.
Oh yeah. Sushi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice answer. All right.
Wait, hold on. Still oysters?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scallops?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, scallops for sure.
Okay.
Squid, yep. Mm-hmm.
Squid, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jellyfish?
Probably.
Seaweed? You like seaweed? You like sushi, right? So seaweed's in there, isn't it?
Yep.
You are. You're a man of the ocean.
He is. He's like Aquaman, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All right.
In the hair.
Yeah. All right. Next question. What is a hobby or talent that you have that we don't know about? Josh, when you were on mine, you talked about 3D printing. Would you have been doing some stuff with that?
I 3D print. Yeah. I make bookmarks.
Yeah.
I got Already Overbooked.
Ooh,
yeah.
Look at that.
That looks so good.
So also
That's
make my own stickers as well. This is not a merch drop. This is just little fun stuff. So I got cool stickers too.
That looks so good.
I make hats and t-shirts. Like anytime we go on family vacations, I'm printing all kind of stuff. And I do bookbinding also.
Yeah, I was saying, and then bookbinding. How's that going?
Going pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. Still trying to learn a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to get into leatherworking. It's kind of on my next
Mm-hmm.
list of random weird stuff. So I want to start making some things.
I like that. Very nice. I got to shout out Shane again with the quick responses. Senna said, "You aren't like Aquaman because Aquaman doesn't eat him." But then Shane said, "The Deep does." If you watch The Boys, you know what he's referring to.
Awesome.
And Ryan Skeffington, Skeff Dog, there's here. What's up, man? All right, Logan. What's your talent or hobby that we don't know about?
Oh man, I thought this was my hobby, reading.
No, it has to be something else. That doesn't count.
A hobby I still can do.
Uh-huh.
I can still skateboard.
Ooh, that's pretty sweet.
I can still kickflip. For
That's
those,
impressive, man.
those out there who skated.
So that was like you did that a lot when you were younger?
Yeah, I did that when I was younger, and then I worked at a camp where I kind of ran the skate park and did lessons and stuff like that. It's kind of
Dude,
cool.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I had a couple of my friends and I got together like a few years ago. We were all 34, 35.
Yeah.
And we're like, let's see if we still got it. And so
You still had it.
everyone, I mean, all three of us, like we picked up.
Damn.
We weren't near as, we don't bounce off the concrete or
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
So there's definitely times we had to put like weeks in between sessions because we were hurt. One of my friends officially retired. He hurt his ankle. He's like, I'm done.
That's it.
I got a job.
Dang, that's pretty awesome. Do you have video of this? Because me and Josh want you to send it to us later.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I could just go down a hill on a skateboard without fun.
No,
going like, do cool
going 10 feet. You're like, go from here to there. I'm like, I can't do it. Like I would fall so many times. I can't.
Same.
It's like but as you get older, things are different, right? So like, I'd definitely be sore after doing it for an hour or something.
Oh yeah, right. That's pretty much at our age. We're sore after doing anything for an hour.
Yeah, I did get. I got stitches from skateboarding for the first time when I was in my 30s, rather than when I was younger and did crazier stuff. I just busted my shin.
Oh man!
And I had a friend who's an actual doctor, and he stitched me up. So
I like it.
Yeah,
that's good. It comes in handy to have a friend that's an actual doctor. You're an actual doctor. A medical doctor is what you should have said.
Yeah, a medical doctor. I don't know what you call non-medical, just a non-medical doctor.
I don't know.
A professor.
Ooh, there you go. I like it.
This is me and my professor look. I
was gonna say you're rocking the professor look today.
Yeah, well, my commute's an hour right now, and so we were on at 6. And so after 5, I jetted home and got on immediately when I got home. I couldn't really change, so
you look good. Mm-hmm. You look good.
I feel like I need to go put on my work shirt on.
I was gonna say our t-shirts make you look even better.
I know.
You probably is your t-shirt just solid at least? That's like classic. I got like a Star Wars shirt on.
No, mine's just solid. Just solid.
Chris, you're always sporting some shirt that people can connect with.
Oh yeah. I got it in my closet on the left side. I've got every shirt I went through. I'm like, what could people connect to on BookTube? Comic stuff, Star Wars stuff. I have a lot through the years.
Do you have a Flash shirt?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
I got these actually cool shirts at a Comic-Con once. There's one for Flash that says like Central City Running Club. And then there's one for Green Arrow that says, I think it's based on the show. So it says like Star City or something, Archery Club. I thought those were clever.
Now you have some WWE shirts, right? Don't you have like a Warrior shirt?
Oh yeah, I do. I got I got a Daniel Bryan shirt.
Daniel Bryan, yeah, the yes.
Yep.
And then do you have an NWO shirt?
No, I wish I had one. I've got one that looks like it is that Sledge shirt from the Sledge book.
Yeah,
the red, white, and black. But I always wanted a DX shirt and an NWO shirt. That was my jam when I was a kid. I loved that era of
the DX
and DX and The Rock. Yeah.
That's the Attitude Era.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
It was the best.
That was so fun. All right. Do you guys remember what was your first job you got a paycheck for?
Oh, I do remember that.
Okay.
I was 12, and it was the first time I got a paycheck, and I was building fences for a guy that found the property. So I remember getting my fencing tool and gloves and going out for like the entire day and just sitting there putting the wire through and then just twisting and then cutting off the ends and then twisting just 3 rows and then down to the next one. We didn't put the posts in, they were already there, but we put the wire across.
Oh man. So basically when you were a kid, you were BA is what you're saying. You're skateboarding like BMX crazy stuff. And then you're building fences for your first job. That's not what I expected when you said I was 12 and I was building fences.
I think it's the first thing I got paid. I did it one weekend. So it's not like I was building fences for a long time.
That's pretty cool though.
I was just on the job for a weekend, and that was my first time I got a check that was written out to me.
That's cool.
It stood out.
Very nice. All right. What about you, Josh?
I was a buggy pusher at a grocery store. That was my first job. I turned 15, 14, I think, when you could start working, and then started working there. So that was my first gig, making I was making $4.75 an hour.
Yeah. It's crazy.
The good old days. I was making so much money. I was like, man, I'm so rich.
I know. We thought we were making so much.
Dude, that's when you could buy a Coke and actually get a cap that says buy one, get one free and go redeem it in the store and get one.
That's true. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
They would never do that now.
And they just
Yeah. I used to also like
old.
You're right, Ryan. We are very old.
Instead of bagging groceries, we used to have to go out and get the buggies. And I used to have I'm like, if you pay me $5, I'll do your hour. So people would pay me $5 and I would spend all day pushing buggies. So like I always had like side gigs going on to make extra cash. So that's
now when you say buggy, are you referring to what's called a grocery cart?
It's called a buggy. Yeah.
They call them buggies, I'm finding down here.
Yeah. A buggy.
Down here.
In Michigan, we call them carts because I was a cart pusher in Michigan. Yeah. That was one of my jobs. But down here,
he was a buggy pusher.
They call them buggies.
Yep. See, Shane knows back when gas was, I think, when I started driving, I would go through and be like, hey, everyone in the car, give me $1. And then I could fill up my gas tank.
Oh, yeah. I could fill up my gas tank in my first car for like $8. It was awesome.
What kind of car did y'all have?
Just a little car, but it was like, I think when I first started driving, it was like 99 cents a gallon or something.
No way do we remember 35 cents a gallon. I think I can buy remembering like $99 a gallon, but
yeah.
Unless you lived in somewhere where it actually was 35 cents, because I realized that California, you never saw that price if you're alone. Whereas maybe other places. I mean, I say that, but is it just North Carolina? Because you say down here, like I promise you, in Texas, we don't call them buggies.
No, it's in. I don't mean like all the way in the south, but in this area, I found because so you go to Aldi and you put the quarter in, you get your cart, and then like I went
pay for a cart.
No, you get your quarter back, but listen, it's genius. They don't have to have cart corrals. They don't have to have buggy pushers because you put a quarter in and then it unlocks. You use your cart and then you put it back, put the thing back in, and you get your quarter back. So there's never any carts or buggies in the parking lot. But so sometimes people are walking up and I was like, oh, do you want this cart? And they're like, yeah, I'll take that buggy. They looked at me like, what are you talking about? A cart? I also had to start saying soda instead of pop because people look at me weird if I say pop.
Pop. Yeah.
Soda.
It's
comes with moving.
Soda.
I don't think they say it like that, do they, in North Carolina?
No, that's like Minnesota. All right, last one because I gotta get my kids to bed. It's always too much fun with you guys. All right, do you remember your first car? Let's see what your first car was.
Hopefully our memories are that good because it's only that's not that long ago. 20 to 30 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
I know. I do. Yeah. So we had a truck that was in my family.
Okay.
In 82 Ford F-250 with an inline six. And I say inline six, not to say it was like a fast one. That's the size of the engine for an F-250 at the time.
Okay.
So it's actually not that powerful and slow. And I think
that's what color was it? Do you remember?
Blue, navy. It's navy blue. So we had two navy trucks. My dad had one, and my brother and I drove this one. It had a big old grill guard on it. The rear tires were different than the front tires, and it had a bench seat in the back. So it had just the front doors opened, and then you can get to the back, and it had just a straight bench. Not a backrest or anything like that, just a straight bench.
Okay.
And, we called it blue, but I was the last one to drive it because it was on its third engine rebuild when I got it, and I was driving one day, and it just blew up.
Oh, that sucks, man. Did it kind of look like this? This is probably a little restored and lifted, but
yeah, that's lifted. But yeah. So it wasn't a single cab like that. So I had more to the cab. It had like maybe it was like an extended cab, but not it didn't have four doors.
Okay,
it was 2 doors. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. A lot of fun. It was a pain. I ran into except all one color. I ran into we had a retaining wall. And I ran into because I had a rear end replacement. I ran into the retaining wall and it just carved chunks out of the concrete. Did nothing to the truck.
Oh man, what a tank!
Yeah, I was like, this is why my parents gave me this truck to drive.
Oh man, yeah. So everyone else wasn't safe, but you were safe.
Hey, I only got pulled over just because I think that they thought I was too young to drive because I looked probably 11.
So that picture you gave me for the thumbnail, that's
That was
actually
my
when
senior
you were
year.
18.
No, that picture. So I was 7th grade. That's like my best year, man. That was my prime.
You were on fire that year.
Yeah. So that picture, if you see there's a vest, that's
Yeah.
a short sleeve white shirt under it because that's what we rocked. I rocked a
That's
short sleeve
amazing.
shirt underneath the vest every single time.
Oh yeah, rocking it out. Oh man. All right, Josh, what was your first ride?
So I bought my first car
Okay.
because I was working
Okay,
like a
geez.
madman. I was working like a madman to get. I'm just
The buggies,
going
man.
on.
The buggies where it's at.
I'm telling you, and all the side gigs I was doing. So I had bought a 2000 or a 1997 Toyota Corolla, a white one, right there. There's
Yeah, I remember the Corollas. Yeah.
Ooh, baby. She was loud, and you could hear her coming from a mile away. But that was
And you
my
loved
first
it.
one. Loved it. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. Like I saw
That
all
is
these cool
awesome.
kids driving Mustangs going around, and I was like, I bought my car.
I bought my first car too, but it was only $200. It was a oh gosh, it was such a piece, guys. It was like an 87 or 89 Buick Skylark.
Nice.
Find a picture of just this big boat of a car, but the inside, what was funny was the so two things. The steering wheel faceplate was gone. So it was just like exposed wires and metal. And then the ignition was broken and gone. So I had to use a screwdriver to start the car. I had to put it in the slot and turn it. So I had no keys. So sometimes I would forget and lock the door and lock myself out because I didn't have a key. I used a screwdriver to start the car.
Someone let that go for $200?
Hard to believe, isn't it? But I mean, back then, if it ran, you could get $100 at least for it.
For sure.
But the best part was the ceiling, like fabric, was falling down everywhere except luckily the driver's seat. So it was just hanging down around me everywhere. that was rough. Let me see.
Airbags before airbags, man.
Oh yeah, there's definitely no airbags in that baby. Let me see.
I cut mine. I
This
cut
is
the
it right
fabric because it was all falling down.
Yeah, I should have done that. It was this. It didn't look this nice though.
That's
But it was just a big old gray beast like that. Yeah.
I think if you talk to enough people, a lot of people started out in Buicks, or at least had a Buick at some point in time.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought they were the jam back then. We had a Buick that I like to drive. My mom's car. I was always like, "Can I take your car?"
It was fun to drive. It was fun to drive.
Yes.
Yes, I was definitely not pulling any chicks, Shane. Not in that car.
They get in there and be like, "Why are you hot wiring this car?"
I know. I'm lucky that I didn't. I got a screwdriver. The steering wheel was exposed. That probably didn't look good.
How was
and
your
then
first
instead
date?
of put the solve
This
machine,
creepy guy
right?
stole the car and threatened me with a screwdriver. I think.
I actually did get, and it was probably the car. And I guess I did have a goatee when I first started driving, but I got pulled over. I was going to my friend for a sleepover, and I had a bag, and I got pulled over, and he said it was because I had too big of an air freshener hanging from the window, but it was really small. It was like a tree, a little tree. And then he's like, "Where are you going?" And to my friends. "Oh, what do you got in the bag? You got drugs in there?" I'm like, "A PlayStation and some underwear for tomorrow, some clean clothes." So he made me show him what was in my bag, and then I had to get out and he searched my car. Oh, I was scared, but he didn't find anything, which I was a little worried because I only had the car for a little bit, and I started
I bought it
too
for
many movies.
Like there could be anything.
I'm like,
in
"Oh gosh, what if there is something in here?" That's why it was so cheap. They're getting rid of the evidence. But I lucked out. There was nothing in there. Oh man,
I lucked out.
Yeah, I lucked out.
Yeah,
just had a POS car, but there was no drugs in it, so that was
the tree that you describe. I'm assuming that's like the mass-produced, mass-sold tree that everyone has.
The little trees.
Yeah, definitely can be big.
Yeah. Those trees are gigantic.
Would you water it?
Oh yeah.
We had whenever I got pulled over, I had two trailer hitches for different size, and it was covering up too much of the license plate. I was like, I think they sold it this way. Like, I think that Ford sold it this way.
2 different size hitches?
Yeah, because it had 3 holes. So this was before you had the adapters. So it's 3 holes in the bumper, and then you screwed, 2. You screw up to 3 different sizes, and so there are 2 different sizes. But they were mounted low, like below the plate. So
that's crazy. See, I didn't have anything cool enough that would pull something for a long time. I had.
Oh, I never used them.
No, but still, you had a truck, which is pretty awesome.
That's
I didn't
true.
get a truck till I was like in my 30s. It took me a while to get my first truck.
Yeah, this would have been this truck definitely would have qualified under the cash for clunkers for sure.
Oh man,
4 hitches.
4 hitches. Oh man. All right, guys. What are you gonna say, Josh? Were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say my first ticket was for speeding.
I'm not surprised. The way you were talking about I could see you just reminiscing about that car.
Just cruising, just 0 to 60.
Well, I didn't have any AC in the car, so you had to drive around with the windows down.
It's really hot. I gotta go really fast to cool off.
And then I would have to have extra clothes in the back, so I'd be sweating as I'm driving. So I'm like, all right, I'm getting here. So I always had like extra clothes laying around. So it brings back good memories. It was a good car. It was very loud, no AC. The dream
memories.
The dream car when you're.
My dad used to call that a 260 air conditioner. The 2 windows down, 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I like that. Well, there's something nostalgic to that though. Like I was thinking about the other day, I was driving with my son somewhere, and he's like, because when his little sisters are in the car, they hate if the windows are down. It's too loud. The wind's too blowing their hair. But when it's just me and him, he's like, oh, can we roll the windows down? I just love the vibes of that. And I'm like, I always love that too. Like driving home from work in the summer, the sun setting, something about that when we were younger.
In the truck, you had the windows that were like the side windows, but you also had windows that were slightly in front of that were triangles. Yeah. And you'd open them, but they'd open faced out.
Yeah.
So they'd actually pull in air and direct it inside.
Yeah.
So that's what I used, because also air conditioner.
Heck yeah. My car didn't have any of those, but I know what you're talking about.
But no AC. Yeah.
Well, it's good that the heater worked.
Yeah, I don't think the cars. I don't know any cars that had that. I just mostly saw it in trucks.
Yeah, trucks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, I gotta get my kids to bed, guys. So we'll start wrapping it up here. Thank you to both of you for hanging out. This was a blast, as always, as it always is every time we hang out. And thank you to everybody in the chat. You guys were fantastic. If you're watching this on replay, we appreciate you. Little side note, whether you listen to someone who really enjoyed the Devils like me, someone who did not enjoy it as much like my fellow friends here, or somebody who really loved it like EL in the chat. If you haven't read it yet and you're interested, read it for yourself and see what you think. Don't ever let anybody influence you to not do something you want to do. Unless it's something that was a terrible thing to say. If it's something illegal or that could hurt you, definitely let someone influence you. But reading books, read what you want to read. But thanks again, guys. I will see everybody later. I'll be back tomorrow night. Josh, we will. Well, you have a live, so you won't be there. But tomorrow night, if anyone's into football, tomorrow night is our fantasy book ball draft. 5 authors, 5 booktubers, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how it's going to work trying to do a live and draft at the same time with the delay. So it should be fun. That's tomorrow night at 8:00. Yes, Grifkin, you came at the beginning and now we're leaving. We can talk all night.
Time to go.
That's right.
So I want to do a quick shout out for my channel. I'm interviewing JCM Burns tomorrow, the author of Wistful Ascending. So hyped to go through. And then I'm actually going to be on Grifton's channel this Friday. Go through and check out. Super hyped. Boy. Yeah, Wistful Ascending was so good. So super excited to talk with Joe, and then super excited to actually have a conversation live with the great and powerful Grifton, the one person who I would like one day to be able to interview some fantastic people like he does.
Oh yeah, he's had some awesome ones for sure. Oh, awesome. Hopefully they're not at the same time.
It is. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me call Joe. Let me
get
call
on
Joe.
that. Trinity, thanks for popping in. Glad that you're here. There's some spoilers in the middle, so just avoid those. But we give our thoughts in the beginning. The first 20 minutes or so, we just talk about it spoiler free. So
Yeah, go from the countdown to where
Yeah.
he holds up cards.
Yeah, because I never did a thumbs up. But all right, everybody have a great night. We'll see you in the next one. Until I do, as I always say, devour your TBRs, be brave, be beautiful to one another, and be beastly.